Good morning, everyone. Look at what we've woken up to this morning. Gwen has kidded all by herself. She's done a fantastic job. And the babies are doing wonderfully. I've just given Gwen some molasses water. And look at those udders. Oh, this poor girl. She is just so full. And that little baby is just... Oh, I've got some work to do. And I've got to get these kids drinking quickly because that poor little mama's got some full udders. And look at her, she's being a great mum. Okay, so now the little babies have just got to figure out where the udders are, because as you can see, Gwen's got some huge udders and the little one's having some trouble. So I'm just squeezing a little bit out to try and make it so they can figure out where the smell is. And Gwen's starting to realise that it's not a bad thing to have something suckling on your udder, because she was kicking them away at first.
Yeah.
And they're sucking a little bit high. But hey, these little boys, they're both boys, just learning how this whole thing works. And at the moment, they're really not sure. So I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of milk out so the smell is in the right spot. So hopefully they get the idea. No, Gwen doesn't need a stick.
She doesn't want to eat pellet.
No. If you want to go get some hay for her. So I'm going to have to...
Evie too.
Yeah. I've set them up in a slightly nicer spot over here. I need to set up another hay feeder on that IBC shelter. And I'll have to move these lot into... And the problem is these two little boys really don't know what they're doing. And Gwen's not super pleased about getting help. And she's very focused on trying to clean the boys. But she has done a fantastic job for a very young nanny, a very young doeling. First time freshener. And those udders have got to be really full. I'll go check what Jonathan's up to. Oh, he's nearly got it. He'll figure it out. Just got to get Gwen to stop moving so the little boys can figure out what they're doing. Because they're certainly hungry. Problem is Gwen's first time mum, their first time babies. Everyone's got to figure out how it works. And I'm trying to figure out how to help them. Which is not my first time having to help goats. I'm going to pop her next to the IBC here so that she can't keep moving away from them. I might turn her around actually. After a lot of help, I've at least got one suckling. Good job, buddy. Jonathan's just got some hay for them. So this little one's had some milk. I still got to get the other one. And poor Gwen, those udders are so huge. Okay, so I now know that both of the little boys have had a drink. So they have half a clue. And Gwen was being reasonably good. Oh, well, not that side. I might need to get in and help her a little bit more. The both boys fed off the other side, so this side's still very full. Still a little bit nervous on that side. I did get... The little one did find it. Still obviously very thirsty. And the other one's still very confused.
Yeah.
But that is nearly the most exciting thing I've seen all morning. Oh, that wasn't. Gwen just walked away and he fell off. Ah, she's still getting the hang of this whole idea. And honestly, I probably should leave them all get nice and familiar. I may need to hold her still a bit longer so that these babies can get an idea and drain that udder a bit, because it is way too full and she's getting she's not happy about them on that side. I do apologise if you're not getting a good view.
Hey Mom, do you know what you're going to call these boys?
No, not yet. Maybe Boaz and Obed.
No.
Actually, no, we better not, because we've got Ruth, and these are cousins. Actually, no, they're brothers because they've got the same dad.
You mean the same mum?
They've got the same dad as well. They've got different mums, but their mums have got the same dad.
They do?
Not the same dad. The mothers are sisters,
Mm.
and both mums got pregnant by a different dad, so not their dad.
So
Ruth's dad is the same dad as these two boys' dad. Whoa! He's drinking and she's letting him. I'm holding her in place and she's not real excited about it, but it's at least making it so that he can drain that udder a little bit.
So it means that these two are twins, and little Ruth over there is these two twins' brother?
Sister.
Sister?
She's their sister. And we're not going to be able to keep these two boys.
Why?
Because they're boys and they're related to the girls.
Mm.
So I'm either going to have to weather them and then they'll end up in the freezer at some point. Or sell them. So they're either going to have to be weathered or they're going to have to go in the freezer when they're a lot older.
Does that mean I still get these babies?
We won't be keeping these boys.
But they will stay. But
We'll have them for at least a few months.
like, they'll still be babies.
Yeah.
Yay! Because I like.
They'll be at least 3 months old
I
before they're
think
able
this
to try and get
boy
anyone
likes-
pregnant.
I think this boy likes them
I think he does too.
because he was trying to eat my pet.
But I would be much happier if he was having a drink from his mummy.
And he's coming down when I'm patting him.
Okay. I'm going to let her free now because she's getting a little bit disturbed because that other baby's too far away. And we're going to maybe give them some peace for a little while just to get to know each other. Because it's really important that Gwen licks the boys and gets to know them well. There's the two little bucklings.
And let's see.
I'll just give them a little bit of space.
Let's see Ruth.
You can go say hello to Ruth. And I've given Gwen a little bit of molasses water just to help to replenish her after kidding. I might just get her another bucket of molasses water actually. I didn't go too far, did I? I'm not happy about Gwen moving away every time the bucklings are trying to drink. That's not a great thing. It's fantastic that she's licking them. That's really good. She's getting to know her babies, which is wonderful. He spent less time bleating, he would have gotten more milk then. Or colostrum, actually.
Why don't we bring a hay bale in there? So the baby kids can play on it.
Oh, these two little boys are too young for that at the moment.
I mean, you know what? And
When they're older, yeah. We're going to have to move them into... We're going to have to move them into another pen because they can't stay in here tonight because we don't want foxes or wild dogs getting them. Or even pet dogs that somebody hasn't kept in their yard properly.
yeah, like they killed my fish.
Yeah. So good. He's drinking. He's found the udder.
A good rooster like mine.
I'm very confident that the little baby has figured out where the milk is. I'm not confident that the other one has. And I'm going to have to put some collars on them because they're both going to be pure white. So it's going to be challenging to identify the difference between the two of them. Definitely have to get some little cat collars for them. Baby Ruth is very soft, yes. And Ruth is 13 days old today. And they grow a huge amount in 13 days. That's like, she's nearly 2 weeks old. And
Ruth definitely likes me too.
Ruth loves Jonathan and Matthew. And these two little boys will as well.
And with Ruth just chases me when Matthew wasn't here and
Yep.
Evie's getting milk. Why are you weird on the hay bale?
And she's still got afterbirth. I'm not sure that she's delivered the placenta yet. I haven't noticed it anywhere. Although she may have eaten it already. But it's only been an hour tops since these little boys were born. She's understandably nervous about laying down on those udders. Oh, she's a little bit uncoordinated.
And Mum, why not use him and then use baby Ruth?
Little Ruth all over you.
Yeah.
And we'll point out you are in your pyjamas still, young man. You do need to get dressed at some point. We're going to need to wash your jammies. I'm not quite sure why he came out to check the goats first thing this morning, but I'm glad he did, because he was the first one that found out that Ruth was in labour. Not Ruth, that Gwen was in labour. Mm-hmm.
I could only see one when I went to the door. But when Gwen sort of moved, I saw another one.
It's very exciting. I'm really pleased with that little one who's suckling at the moment. I am a bit concerned about the other one. I'm going to try and get him on the other udder again, I think. Gwen still has a lot of colostrum in those udders. Hmm? Pardon? Now, Miss Gwen, we don't want you making a bloody mess of that hay with that afterbirth. I'm going to try and get this little boy on. Oh, he was on. He was having a good little drink, and then he lost it. Ah, dear. Let's see if I can help him again. Sometimes they just need a little bit of help to find the udder, and then they're good. But it's really important for both Mum and Bub that they suckle as quickly as possible, because it'll help Mum birth the afterbirth, which she's still in the process of doing, and it'll also give them some vital nutrition. What was that, Jonathan? We could call one Noah. Oh, oh. Now I know it's pretty gross, but the afterbirth is starting to come out, so that's placenta. She's struggling a little bit. First time mummy. She's doing really well. And she will probably eat the placenta and all the afterbirth stuff. At the moment she's struggling to deliver it a little bit. But as you can see, she's eating it up, and that helps to rejuvenate her nutrition a bit, and it also helps to make it so that foxes and dogs can't smell the afterbirth and aren't attracted to the smell. So it helps to, it's just part of nature's way of helping the mum to rejuvenate after delivering and get some vital nutrition back in her system. And also it's a way for them to prevent animals from smelling the blood and coming and attacking the babies. So as much as it's a disgusting concept, it's part of nature. There we go, she's just delivered the rest of it. Excellent. That's fantastic. It looks like it's all come out nice and clean. Well, not clean, but that's really good. It'll help to hold her still too, so the babies can have some more to drink. I'm going to try and get this little boy back on again. Very exciting. That little one has latched on and is suckling nicely. Well, he had. Now he's going to look for the other side. He did get a little bit to drink at least. And these three have had a big morning. Well, got to go check on the other morning chores. We'll come back later and see how these little boys are doing. So I just come in and check on them. Well, actually, Gwen had managed to wrap the afterbirth over the top of one of the babies, so I had to come in and take that off. And I've put some shade cloth over a little house for them. So.
And Noah's the one that has some red stuff on his neck.
And we've decided to call them Noah and Isaac.
Because they're nice and they're a good goat, and we wanted to give them a good name.
So Noah and Isaac. And I just got little Ruth and Evie moved over to a fresh patch of grass. Now I've got the hay bale, the K-mulch bale that they trampled to put over onto the garden, which is wonderful. Fantastic mulch, and I'll have to put another bale in there for them to play on. So yes.
And I'll show you which bale to use.
Really?
Because I want to keep those stairs.
I pretty much thought you'd want to keep the stairs. I'll set the hay bales up in a set of stairs. I don't know if you see them over there. Anyway, got to go get some more work done. Come and check on these little ones a little bit later on. They seem to be doing well, although one of them nearly got squashed before. Gwen's not real great at knowing what's under her feet, but she's only a first time mum and she's learning. And both boys have had a big drink, so that's fantastic. And now Gwen's trying to eat the shade cloth. That's not fantastic.
No.
Oh dear.
At least they get some shade on their house.
Yeah, there's a bit of house in the there's a bit of water in the house, isn't there, from the rain yesterday. Little Isaac's trying to drink off Noah. That's not going to work so well. That's not going to work so well.
They're both boys.
They are. They're both boys. They're not going to find any milk on them, on their brother.
And they're both still babies.
They are.
Tiny, tiny.
But yes, anyway, I still got to go have breakfast. I'll be back later. So it's around lunch, just after lunchtime now. So I said been about 7 hours since the babies were born. Little Buckling seemed to be doing well. Gwen looks like she has very big udders. And she's just happily sitting in the sun. I'm going to have to get her up on the milk stand tonight. She's not going to be happy about that at all. But the boys are doing fabulously. Happy little boys. Little Isaac is still a bit on the grubby side. And I think I spotted that Noah has little waddles. So I'll be able to tell them apart after all. So Noah's closer to inside the little house. And he's got little waddles. Whereas Isaac doesn't. I don't think. Oh, he might. It's a bit hard to tell. But Isaac's definitely grubbier. But yeah, they seem to be doing well. Oh, Mum's udders are very, very tight. Oh, they're not tight, but they're hot. But she's also sitting in the sun. She's not looking too bad. Now that I've just disturbed her, I'd like to get her up on the stand and clean off her backside a little bit. So yes, but she's doing well and she's loving her little boys. And they've got some nice shade, so that's good. She's still giving them a bit of a lick. So yeah, and we're probably going to take them around to the stable for tonight and then come up with another option. I might use some welded mesh panels and maybe just join them onto that one somehow. If I had 3 welded mesh panels and maybe 2-star pickets, it'd probably work well. Makes it a little bit harder to move the whole structure though, but it'll keep everybody healthy and safe from dogs and foxes. So yes, which is we've got to be very careful of, but much to do. Got to go to the hospital for some physio on my legs this afternoon, so got to go get organised for that. But wanted to check on the babies, see how they were doing, and they seem to be doing well. So that's about it. I'll catch you later. So we're back soon. Okay, so it's the end of their first day. We've moved them out here so they're in the stable where we had Evie first. A rather noisy movement over here. I did milk out Gwen a little bit because her udders were just so full. So I'm just putting some water in a bucket. She's got her pellets there and she's got some hay over in the feeder over there, so she should be fine. And that is the end of the first day. Very exciting. Very grateful that Gwen kidded safely and that she's doing so well. She's being a fantastic first time mum, and I'm really, really pleased with how the babies are going. So yeah, have a great day. Remember, you're either green and growing or you're ripe and rotting, and we'll catch you in the comments section. Bless you.